We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing first play is Lance. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Throwing on first down is Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The Saints had 7-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as body.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back. They're going to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Touchdown, Saints. From 13 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Certainly can't say the extra point. That'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30. To the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. There's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And some room to work. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Lance going to sneak it, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Slant pass complete to Olave. 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A good-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Lance fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game.
They're trying to do more defensively, not just getting size, but to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's become previously.
Yeah, he hasn't put a touchdown pass. It's about time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On play action, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Saints first down.
In motion goes the tight end. Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Carr now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Saints 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
13 yards on the play.
On first down, Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw his car. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
6-18. 93. 93.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good.
Carr now on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The busy night continues for Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is going to be returned. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 49, Saints 14.
Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going up top. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st down, 49ers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 56, Saints 21.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now Carr. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Going for the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Carr going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. And they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Zero line now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.